Welcome to the Pool Nation podcast, where it's all pool talk. And we ain't talking about netting and jetting or splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. We talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. Now let's welcome your host, with over a decade of industry insider experience and still the reigning champion of Marco Polo, Edgar de Jesus, and his co-host, John J.J. Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and Zac the pool boy Nicholas.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pool Nation Live podcast, where it's all pool talk, and we ain't talking about netting and jetting and splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. And yes, we will talk about the latest trends, topics, news, surprises in the industry. But hey, Zac, here's the headline for today, baby. Pool Nation and the SPPA have come together to create the largest member-based program in the pool industry. Over 7,200 pool pros united under one roof. It's the first time in history that anybody has done that. And we're going to talk about that today. But before we do that, I want to thank our visionary partners for this podcast, the SPPA, Blu-ray XL, Aquastar Pool Products, Natural Chemistry, Raypack, Heritage Pool Supply, Hayward Pool Products, Poolside Tech, Pool Brain, and Knee Deck. Thank you so much for your continued support. So first of all, before we jump in, I do need everybody to help us come up with a name for D-Dog. Is that what we decided that we were going?
Devon.
Devon. So it's Devon. So D-Dog. For everybody that's listening, we always do Spider, the Cannonball King, but we need something for D-Dog, right? Because when he's doing it, it kind of bring him. D-Dog, you got any ideas back there? No? He's like, you're throwing it out to me, bro. I have no idea. So anyways, great conversation today. We're excited to talk about this. Mr. Zacharias is back from his Naked and Afraid episode. So we're excited. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all the moose that he saw and all the deer and crocodiles and fish and whatever it was. How are you?
That's a random mix of animals there.
I'm not a mountain man, my friend, so...
I'm doing good. I mean, after dropping that T right there, I don't think anyone's really interested in hearing how I'm doing. So I'll keep it short. Good evening, everyone. I'm doing well. And I think with that, I think we got a lot to dive into tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think some big news there, and we're super excited to have Danielle back in town, which I keep telling Danielle, you might as well just buy an apartment out here and move in part-time, right?
I know.
Because we can have her out here. But anyways, we're definitely going to talk about this strategic partnership with Danielle. But before we do that, Danielle, welcome back to the podcast. How are you?
Excited to be here again. I'm good.
You're good? You're good?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great?
Super excited for today.
So how's your trip been so far to Texas?
So far, so good. I did a little bit of shopping as usual.
A little retail therapy?
Yeah. I'm going to have to go back and show my husband my new sunglasses again. I have a sunglass fetish. It's really bad. I have a whole drawer, and I bought another pair.
You bought another pair. The problem is, I really don't want you to say my name around your husband, because it's like every time you come, you have to buy another pair, and he's going to associate that, right?
Yeah.
The brain's just going to pick up and be like, glasses bad, Edgar bad, right? That's a no-no. We don't like Edgar. I'm going to be at the Pool Nations Awards, and I'm going to get pushed or punched from somewhere, and it's like, this is the guy. What do you think, Zac?
I think you have a lot of that, actually.
I have a lot of what?
A lot of people that you have convinced to make big purchases. Chris, down at the stockyards, did they buy the boots?
No, they didn't buy the boots.
Okay.
They didn't buy the boots. I just want the record to reflect, Danielle, that I always take the heat, right? I always start things, but I don't tell people to do things. So I'll give you a perfect example. We're on the Instagram Live last night with John, and Megan Hightower has been nominated for Pool Girl of the Year. So she comes on the live, and she's big into horses. So, of course, she comes on the live, and she's on her horse, which was so cool. And her husband was on. So I'm like, Megan, if you win Pool Girl of the Year, what is your husband going to buy you? And she's like, you can tell she. So John starts giving me like, oh my God, you're always starting crap. You with your things. You need to leave people alone. That's none of your business. Why would you do that? But what normally happens is if you win Pool Girl of the Year, you get a heater, a pump, an automation, a salt system, all that. John goes, what you should do is you win that. You sell all that equipment so you get to spend all the money on yourself.
I like it.
So I'm sitting here
That's girl math.
So I'm sitting here telling John, dude, like you're making fun of me and you're the one over that's like over $20,000 worth of stuff that she's going to be able to get. So, of course, Jordan's all like, deal, I could do that deal. So now hopefully she'll win. Right?
Yep, and John's made a few purchases on behalf of your convincing too.
What are you talking about?
Rexy. I think you were the instigator on that one.
No. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with you guys.
What's Rexy?
Danielle, listen. So we're in COVID. They can't find trucks, right?
Oh.
So John calls and says, I can't find trucks. I don't know what. I go, dude, the one down the street from me has 6 different trucks.
Yeah.
So they were looking at a nice truck. I don't even know which one it was because John doesn't buy a basic truck. It's got to be nice. So he comes out and he's like, oh, that's a good idea. So he comes out, they take a drive down to the dealer, and then Janie ends up seeing a TRX, which is a $100,000 truck. She goes nuts. They pull into my driveway with T-Rex, which is the TRX for Janie. They came out to get a work truck because they got a new employee and they needed a new employee. They left with the truck for Janie, not for work, so they still left without a work truck.
Oh, that's good though.
But do you see how I get the blame?
Yeah.
That's twice now. So,
I
bro.
was going to start buying a lot of things and just blame it on you. It wasn't me. It was Edgar.
See? So whatever happened to Ed, I don't know. One day he just disappeared. So they took him out somewhere. So anyways, let's get started here. A couple of things that we want to talk about. We want to talk about the $10,000 Pool Pro Challenge that's going to happen out at the PSP Expo on October 22nd. And then the finals will be October 24th. Those are going to be at our booth at the convention center. There's going to be 25, 40 people that are moving on to the next round. And then the finals will be on that Friday. 3 people, Danielle. Head-to-head, winner takes $10,000 home.
That's awesome.
They're going to take a belt, they're going to take a ring, and some major bragging rights. So we're going to put them on the cover of the magazine. We're going to do a podcast with them. So we're really excited about that. Then the next night, go to the Pool Nation Awards for this year. Really looking forward to that. And then on the 24th and the 25th, you have the Pool Nation Conference. We've got 3 different tracks. We're going to be doing business, hands-on, and technical classes out there with all the pool pros. So we are looking forward to that. It's right around the corner. It's 30 days away.
Yeah,
so just to let you know, if you haven't registered, the tickets for the awards are almost gone. We talked about it last night, and a whole bunch of people jumped on and bought tickets. So they're pretty much going to be sold out. So get out there and grab those tickets. So, Zach, I think it's time to start. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think people might be on edge. Can you guys just shut up and talk about what you talked about at the beginning?
Well, you've been hinting at the tea for a while.
Wow, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, Danielle, we've worked together for over 5 years now. By the way, you are our longest lasting partner so far.
All right.
So how cool is freaking that, right? I remember reaching out to you back then. Really, we didn't know each other. We went back and forth, and man, our relationship has grown, and we've got some exciting things to talk about. Pool Nation and the SPPA have decided to do a strategic partnership. And what we're doing is we're bringing all the pool pros under one roof. So we're going to have a little bit over 7,200 pool pros together for this, and just want to talk about that today. Really excited about it. And from your perspective, let me get why it's so important for the SPPA for you to want to partner with us with what we're doing.
Since the beginning, since we talked 5 years ago, we've shared the same goal, which is to protect pool professionals and to support them. We've always aligned like that. And I'm just not an insurance broker. You know, I grew up with pool water in my blood. I know everyone says that, but the pool industry is family to me, and I want to protect them. And I know that you guys do too, and I want to support them. I just think we really align in those goals, and just with the end game of the pool professionals being successful and profitable at the end.
I want to jump in, and I think this partnership is different because it's not just 2 groups teaming up. It's really what you were saying about aligning, and we're aligning with the same mission. And that mission has always been to help the pool pros become financially successful. And then in turn, that raises the bar for the entire industry. And that's been the mission all along.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like you're talking about, for us, it's really important for values to align with all of our partners, right? And that's why we don't work with everybody, because we want to make sure that it aligns. And with you, You grew up in the industry, right?
The pool industry, I always say, is family, and family's a feeling, and you want to protect your family.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like you guys feel that same thing, right? I feel you guys really cherish the pool industry as well.
Yeah, 100%. And we know that one of your missions is to take care of the pool pros, right? You started this, you were passionate about it because you've been in the industry and you felt like there was not something that was great out there that would give them the benefits that they really needed to be protected with.
Right.
And you stepped in. I need to take a second and take a step back because I don't think a lot of people in the industry give you the credit that you deserve.
Thank you.
We've talked about it before. We totally think that you're a true badass woman in the industry. You've created the SPPA, and you're pretty much the largest alliance out there for pool pros.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So how does it feel? Because sometimes we don't really look at it, right? Like you get so caught up into the moment, you get so caught up into the business that you really don't take a step back and go, man, I remember the first days trying to get the first people to sign up to 4,000, and your growth every year is just...
It's humbling. I don't think of it that way, really. I just think of it as that we're offering a good product and we're offering what pool professionals need, and that's just about supporting them. Yeah, when you say, how does it feel? It's just natural. People come to us because we offer not only best customer service out there, but we offer a good product, and we're only bringing more to the pool professionals. So I don't really feel anything from it other than just really grateful.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a testament right there, and we'll touch on some of this later, but I think that your drive is the customer experience, just from the conversations we have, taking care of the customer, taking care of that family. And it's not just a transactional relationship. And as a result, like, you've seen a lot of growth and you've seen a lot of success because that's something that people can feel and buy into.
Yeah. Would you do that with your family? You're not transactional with family, right? It's a feeling. It's more of a feeling. It's more of a, an internal goal, I guess, for all of us. So that's why I always think about it. Yeah. I feel like when I'm protecting in the insurance side of it, I feel like I'm taking care of my parents who are still in the pool industry, and my brother and my cousins. What up, Joel? Every time.
That never fails.
So I feel like it's just an extension of my family in the pool industry. And I think everyone feels that as a pool professional. This is pool water's in your blood. Even though like pool professionals they have businesses that are basically competing against each other, yet they come together. And that's the beauty of this industry.
Yeah. And the support that you give your members. And I've seen it firsthand with Ashley and team members signing up for some of the education and stuff like that, and them reaching out to her, and they're always on top of it. They're always following up. There was somebody that responded to me with regards to it. And I said, oh yeah, I'm traveling. I'll be back on Monday. Sure enough, Monday morning, I got the email. Hey, just wanted to follow up on this and wanted to check. And I'm like, damn, they're on it, right? So
you don't get anything past Bailey and Ashley.
Yeah. And, I took a drive down to San Antonio, and I called the guy, Julio, and I talked to him, and we had it all set. But it was just so awesome that they're always on it. They're always making sure that they're...
It's funny because Ashley will call me on a Monday, and she's got her list, and she's like, I hope you don't feel like I'm like nagging you. I'm like, no, I need this. Like, I'm so busy with all these other things. I appreciate this. Yeah. So she's awesome. Yeah.
You're probably like me sometimes, where it's like, I need you to tell me what to do.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah, please.
When it comes to this, you need to tell me what to do. It's like I meet with Doreen and we go over stuff, and I'm like, girl, this is like you. Don't ask me what I think. Like, you're the expert. I'll follow you.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Hey, before we continue, I want to give a couple shout outs out here. We have Aquastar Pool Products, Berry Blue Pools. What's going on, Jonah Lee? Nominated Pool Girl of the Year. We're going to get to see her out in Las Vegas. Look, it's Brianna, what's going on? Big shout out to you. Temptation Pool and Spa. Shout out to Chlorinator Canyon Pools. Let's go. I will see you out in Vegas. Du Beto, excited to be able to see you out there. Maria Ensenada Pools, how are you? Jaden's Pools. Hey, he's going to be out for the $10,000 Pool Pro Championship. We'll see him out there. Dylan, what's going on? Big shout out to you out there at VS Pool Care. Big shout out. Danny, nominated for Pool Guy of the Year. We'll see him out in Las Vegas as well. Aqua Bliss, Amanda, big shout out to you. Look, Megan Hightower is on here. We were just talking about you, Megan. and I'm going to put it on the record here, your husband agreed that if you win Pool Girl of the Year, all of the proceeds from the equipment, 100% of it, will go to your spending purse so that you could buy whatever you want. What we need as Pool Nation is the pictures of the proof of all the stuff that you buy. So, Mr. Pool Envy, what's going on? Miss Anderson, Prestige Pool and Patio, what's going on? Oh my God, it's Zac. I haven't seen him in forever. LOL. He was out doing his Naked and Afraid episode, and so he's back, Megan. But trust me, you do not want to see that episode of Naked and Afraid.
That's the worst rumor ever
that's
to
the
get
worst
started.
I started out there, which, by the way, 2 podcasts in a row, we told everybody to tell you when they see you, how was the Naked and Afraid episode? So let's see how that works out.
Perfect.
And one of them was when Scott Frost was here, so
Perfect.
just to let you know. Hey, Jen said big shout out there. Tori Nicholas is on. Hello. Biscayne Pools, what's going on? Jovi, what's going on? Big shout out to you. Edge Pools, Fabrizio, Sunray Blue Waves. It's JoJo. Jesse, what's going on? Big shout out to all you guys. Harton. Let's see who else. Poolside with Brian. Look, Brian Cressat. It's his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian. Happy birthday to you out there. So big shout out to all you guys out there. Excited that you guys are on. I know that this is on a Thursday, so we're probably throwing everybody for a loop here. Danielle, I want to talk a little bit about us coming together, right? Bringing all of our members together. And it's really a huge scale. It's really an impact for the industry. And what does that scale mean for your members?
I mean, power is in numbers. Combining networks and resources just creates numbers and then creates more avenues for success. And the bottom line is we want all of our members to be successful, right? That's our bottom line.
Bottom line, right? We just want them to be financially successful and
Protected.
and just thrive and protected and thrive, right? So I want to talk really quick about the program, and then maybe we can go into each section so people know this program that we're putting together. We've spent a lot of time. We've had a lot of meetings going back and forth as to the vision that you had for it, the vision that we had, some of the things that we've been working on for a little while to be able to bring it all together with everything, whether it's the software or the education. So let's talk really quick about those. Everybody knows that we have the Poolman University platform. It's an app. It's a web-based platform with a lot of training and a lot of education. When you came to us, there was a lot of changes that we needed to make in order to kind of make that fit to what you needed to. And so we went out and we completely revamped the whole LMS platform that we created. And so we're going to be rolling out an entire new platform out there for the Pool Pros. Obviously, it'll have the chat group, all that kind of stuff. Another thing that we're going to be doing is Pool Nation will be doing water chemistry certification for the Pool Pros. So we're kind of in the process of working on that, so that all of our members can be certified in water chemistry. Definitely a lot of perks and resources that we're putting together. We have some great things already on the books that I'm excited to talk about, but we got to wait till we get everybody else on board, but we're going to be talking about those. We're going to be doing some business mastermind groups. I think that was something that was important to you that we brought to them.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was the learning tracks, right? Like, you challenged us to change how we do some of the education and how you thought it would really benefit some of the feedback that you were getting from your Pool Pros. And I want to talk about those. And, one of the things that we're going to do with the SPPA in this LMS is really, we're going to have the SPPA Academy powered by Pool Nation. So really excited about that. And, it's really, a lot of that education is really built around those 5 cores of education.
Yeah. I think after all our meetings, too, I think it's pretty apparent what we needed to give to the Pool Pros. And we created a pretty good vision of what Pool Pros needed. So those pillars or points.
The foundations, whatever they were. Yeah, and a lot of what we did is we spent time, us going with what we had, but you also taking a look at it from your side. And, there was a couple of things that you said, no, I think we need to focus on this too, and we need to bring this to the table, and we incorporated that. So obviously, when it comes to this education for this new group that we're combining and we're getting everybody together, everything evolved exactly like you were saying, is we want them to be successful in business. So for us, financially successful, that was easy. Number one was really the business side of it, right? Knowing your numbers, knowing that profitability, building that long-term business success from the financial side. So we looked at it. We looked at the 5 things that we wanted to include in it. And that was really number one. And that's a lot of what we do. So that part was a little bit easy. We will share later some of the software that we've created for them to be able to get that part. But yeah, that was like the first one that we really all focused on.
Yeah, that one's pretty natural for us because, again, going into the financial success and how that kind of carries everything. And another one was the chemistry, because obviously we're talking about pool service and dealing with swimming pools, and this is a vital and necessary skill set to have to be able to offer the services that we're offering to our customers. And this is something that we felt was a core part of building that success.
Yeah, and when it comes to water chemistry, right, like we've known through the Pool Pro journey that's like that first step, right? And it makes sense if you don't know water chemistry and the pools go green.
Right. I mean, we even see water chemistry issues, and that's a huge one for us. Water chemistry issues, creating issues with the pools, causing damage, causing claims. And that goes hand in hand, I think, also with safety. You know, insurance and safety goes hand in hand with insurance and protecting the pool industry. Pool pros being safer in their scope of work is less accidents and less claims.
It's about protecting them in every area. The other one was really the leadership, right? I think especially for a lot of your members that are bigger companies that have employees, right? It's like, you know, how do we bring those leadership skills that are going to be able to allow them to be better business owners, right? So yeah, you have the financials. Yeah, you have the water chemistry, right? You have the safety and stuff like that. But then from the leadership standpoint as well. And so we were really excited. Obviously, we've got Doreen on the team. And, you know, when we brought it to her, she got excited creating all these different trainings that we could do, especially with leadership. And I swear she wanted to do a mastermind group every month. And I'm like, whoa, let's slow it down here. And she's like, no, but you got to understand, I have all these tracks that we can do. And I'm like, let's slow it down a little bit. And then let's talk about the summer because everybody's really busy in the summer. But yeah, leadership was really another one of the key points.
Another one, we talk about customer service and the customer experience, which is super important, but there's another part to that, which is customer retention. And what we see a lot is, and what I've experienced is that as you grow, you start delegating a lot of responsibilities, right? You start growing your team, you start handing off different tasks and things like that. And a lot of times your customer service that you've built your business on can sometimes start to suffer a little bit. And we see businesses that find themselves, there's a cycle and there's this point where they hit and it's like, hey, I'm picking up all these pools, but I'm losing them just as fast as I'm picking them up. And there hasn't been a lot of education on delivering the customer experience and then also retaining the customer. So this is something that we felt was very important and want to make sure that pool professionals have access to, learning those skills around delivering that customer service and then how to retain the customer.
Yeah, we've seen this, and it was another point of conversation with a lot of your members. They have employees, they start to grow, and I think it's a natural progression in business, right? Like you're getting all this business that you tend to forget a little bit about the members that you have, not the members, but the customers, the homeowners. And even talking to some of the big companies that we talk to that are 10,000 pools, 5,000 pools, 6,000 pools, that's a huge focus for them because it costs them so much more money to get a new customer than it is to be able to maintain one of the customers that they have. And obviously, when we're sitting down putting these 5 key focus points, that was definitely a huge one when it comes to being able to kind of maintain your customers, especially as you grow, right? When you're 80, 90 pools, you pick some up, you lose some. It's not that big of a deal because you're by yourself. But when you've got 200, 300 and you have employees, you have to be able to scale past that.
Yeah. And when we're talking about these 5 core areas, I mean, this isn't theory. This is practical training. And what we like to do is we want to have something where you can learn it and then you can turn around and take this information back to your business and start implementing it straight away. And that's always been a big thing with us. So when we look at these things, that is one of the key focuses on it.
Yeah, and I think one of the big points of what we see as failure, right? If we look at an event, we can say we were successful or we failed, right? And at the beginning, it was, yeah, we could do this content, we can do this training, it's great. They came, they take it, they were fired up. But then there was nothing that happened with that. And so, yes, they came, yes, they were motivated, yes, they left fired up, but they couldn't put any of that into play the next day. And I think that was really important for us during our journey to be able to fix that problem. And then the key to success to us has been, can we talk about the Marias of the world that are now working on their own? They were working for somebody. Can we celebrate Jordan and Megan that now they've got 2 employees, right? Can we celebrate Lindsay out from Florida that started her with one of her kids and now she's got 6 employees, right? Can we talk about Jay Brakefield that started out with a couple hundred pools and me going out there and spending some time with him figuring out his numbers, and now he's got close to 400 pools, right? That's what success looks like for us, right? Not just being able to have somebody that took a class and we'll see them 2 years later. And that's why I think when we were in first talks, you agreed with us that that had to be the key and the focus.
Yeah. I think the other thing was a one-stop shop. That is huge because education, a lot of the times you have to go different areas to get this education. And what was very important for the members was to do a one-stop shop, be able to get that education all in one place and stuff that really they could turn around, like you're saying, and use it back in the field, use it back in their business. It's something that I think that is going to be really beneficial.
Yeah, we knew that was important to you, right? Is being able to go. We agreed. It's like the way that I always see it is I always picture this map up in the air and there's all these trainings and all these things everywhere. And it's almost like you have to go into this Tony Stark mode and pull things from here and do this and do that. And it's like that complicated, right? Like nothing is just, here's the one place, here's all the training that you can take, and here's the 5 cores of your business that you need to go get. And with what we're doing, is they're going to be able to go in and get all of those and be that one spot.
Yeah.
For success, right?
That's right. That's right. I think another thing that we need to talk about is the perks and the resources, right? We're talking about 7,200 members that will be able to deliver perks and resources on a scale that nobody else can touch. I mean, and we already have some that are already in place. We do have some rebates. We do have some discounts. We do have some promotions already. We're working on a whole bunch of other ones that we're going to get ready to roll out here. But that's a lot of ROI for these companies because, Zach, we talk about it all the time, like prices just keep going up. And they keep going up and they keep going up. So how do we come together? And that was really important for us and a big thing. Like, how do we come together to be able to kind of negotiate for them and be able to get something back for them?
Large numbers, like we go back to the large number thing. This as adding a lot of value to Pool Pros businesses and giving back to them, especially with prices going up, like you were just saying. The ROI, yeah, for sure. This is going to be really beneficial for them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I want everybody to listen. Anybody that is a member of the SPPA, anybody that is part of the Pool Nation community, we have some things coming for you guys here very shortly that we're going to be able to start to run out and get you guys set up with. So stay tuned, reach out. We're going to reach out to everybody. We're going to email everybody. We're going to call a lot of people and get you guys all set. But the other thing that we need to talk about too is we need to talk about like all the checklists and the templates and the quick start guides that we're working on for them to be able to bring them, not just videos. What are some of the other content things that we have out there that we could do? I know that you've always been gracious and you've always provided us with the drain waiver forms and stuff like that. But really kind of bringing together for all these 7,200 people, like all these resources that they could use.
Yeah, to help them out in the field, to help them with their businesses, for sure.
I mean, you talked about it. There was like a fragmentation of finding these resources, right? And that's been a struggle for so long. And I think this is amazing to be able to like bring all of this together for everyone to be able to take advantage of, because now they can access a drain waiver. I remember when we got faced with trying to figure that out, it was like, where do we even start, you know? And so really building this community up to where there is a high value to everyone and there is a lot of resources for them.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that part, to be able to do that. Hey, big shout out to JAS Pools. Retention is #1, just opening up a second location.
Congratulations.
All right.
Big shout out to you out there. Johanna, which by the way, Johanna, next generation female leader
All right.
in the industry. So Johanna, rumors is that there might be an e-magazine that might be coming out soon. It might or might not have some pictures in an article of you. I don't know. I'll have to ask Zac and Danielle, see if they want to spill the tea a little bit later. But a little bird came over and sat on my shoulder and said something about it. So anyways, we'll have to stay tuned. Hey, and look, Natalia, which is on here as well, which is the other next generation female leader on there as well. And Natalia, the other bird sat on the other side. So there was one for Johanna over here and one for Natalia over here on this side. So
you're like the guy off Game of Thrones. The little birdie said.
Was there a guy in Game of Thrones that had a lot of birds? Was it the blackbirds?
Viserys guy. He had his little birds that always told him things.
Wow.
You gotta go.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
You've never seen Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay, I'm
really bad at remembering movies, or maybe I have. I don't know. I usually fall asleep like 10 minutes into it. I'm like out.
I think we're probably going to start to get hate over here for the Game of Thrones. I watched it, so I don't watch any TV. You know that.
Yeah.
My brain can't handle TV. But Leanne was like, okay, we've got to watch Game of Thrones. And then I got sucked in really bad because it's one of those where it's like, oh, Danielle is the main character of the thing. Oh, they killed her off. Holy cow.
Oh, no.
So maybe it wasn't Danielle. It was Zac. Oh, yeah, let's watch that. They just killed Zac off. Like you had no idea.
Okay, maybe I need to go watch it now. It sounds good.
It was one of those where everybody that you think that is the main character, they get killed off.
Oh my gosh.
So at the end, you're like biting your nails to because you don't know. And you all of a sudden, you really like the person and they're like, they're dead. So you move on to the next.
Sad.
But I think that was one of the things of it. Like, it's not predictable.
Yeah.
So you had.
Well, all my favorite characters always end up getting taken out. So.
Yeah. You know, my problem is I watch movies and it's always, I'll go watch a movie. Oh my God, that was a great movie. And it was a flop at the box office. And I'm like, man, am I that bad? Right? It's like, doesn't that happen to you? It's like you get a really good restaurant that you really like and then it closes.
Oh.
Does that happen to you, Zac, or no?
Not with restaurants, because everywhere you guys take me is phenomenal. So
yeah, we used to have in Anaheim, there was this like this Mongolian type place. I'll never forget. It was so good. We used to go there all the time. And we're like, oh yeah, this is going to be our spot forever. Nope. It closed and it was gone.
Bummer.
But anyways, squirrel.
Yeah,
we
squirrel.
got distracted. Once you said bird right here on the shoulder, I got distracted by the squirrel. But hey, anyways, to all the women that are on here, oh, Megan Hightower is saying season 3, finally, you just wait.
Okay.
Ooh. Thank God my internet keeps dropping. I didn't get to hear all of the tea. Oh my God. Johanna, a couple things. I'll catch you up here really quick. The SPPA and Pool Nation have announced a strategic partnership. We are bringing all of our members together under one umbrella for everybody. There's a lot of new things that are going to be coming in the new year that you're going to be part of. You are part of the Pool Nation family. So there's going to be a lot of new education that's a lot more geared towards 5 core areas that we've sat down, we've put together. There are going to be some amazing rebates and promo programs for you guys. What else?
Education.
I know Zac's ready to drop that one next. But anyways, we're talking about that, Johanna, here with all the things. You guys are going to be able to participate with that. You are part of the Pool Nation family. And one of our members, we're definitely going to talk about those. So, Zac.
Yeah, so the next thing, speaking of education, is the education fund. And this is a really big piece. And I want to ask you, Danielle, why was this such a priority for you?
You know, I think about the pool professionals that are just starting out and they may not have those. I mean, they have extra funds, but they may not want to use that towards education. And so because they're new in the industry, I wanted to offer an educational fund for them to be able to educate themselves as well and to grow and to get their businesses larger.
Yeah, I mean, I know for me and Justin in the beginning, it was a big barrier to us being able to. There are some things that we couldn't take advantage of just because of price. And when you're starting out, like that can be a difficult time. So I think this is a super cool opportunity for people that may not normally be able to take advantage of an educational thing, but now they have access to that.
For sure.
Yeah, and I think one of the great things when you came to talk to us, and one of your things was, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in detail with regards to not just this LMS, not this online learning platform either, because we know that in order to learn, you really have to do multiple, right? You have to do videos. You have to read if you're reading. You have to go. You have to sit in a class. You have to, so for each one of them, your brain keeps a certain percentage of what you're learning, right? And we know that just video is the lowest form of retention, right? Mm-hmm. But when you go and you do and you meet with other people, that obviously grows. And I think it was pretty awesome that you came to us and you said, hey, I want to focus on that education fund. Us as SPPA, we're going to put a certain amount of money into that education fund so that those pool pros that have 20 pools that can't afford $200, $250 to go do an education, they do have access to that. And I think that's one of the things that our industry needs to do a little bit better at, because we do have different levels and different tiers of pool pros. And sure, when you have 300 pool guys, you can send 2 people over to a training and pay for the hotel. And Zach, you have some of your staff drive up, or you've had them fly to Oxnard, and you can afford to pay for the plane ticket and all those types of things. But a lot of people forget about those pool pros that have 40, 50 pools that they really can't afford the $200, $250, let alone spend $1,000 or $1,500 to be able to go travel somewhere.
Yeah.
I think that was very impressive from your side to go, hey, I want to create this fund for my members. Let's see here. Yay. Thank you guys. You're great. Always pushing the envelope. We appreciate it. But you know what, Johanna, we definitely couldn't do it without Danielle. She's been an absolute amazing partner. And one of the things that she's done is, I think great partners don't just show up and give you stuff, right? But I think good partners show up, they have good ideas, and they constantly push you forward, right? And so through our meetings and pushing, and you're like, nope, not that, we need to do this, and nope, not that, we need to do this, and what if we add this, right? And oh, okay, let's change this and let's change that. I think that's important. And at the end of the day, I think the ones that are going to definitely benefit from that is going to be the pool pros.
For sure.
Because of some of the things that we want to do. I'm excited to talk about how you wanted to shape some of that education, which we sit there and say, how come we didn't think about that? Like, you get so engrossed in what you're doing that you don't take a step back and you look at it.
And I think you're an OG now and have been with us for a long time and through that journey. And you didn't just look at this and go, for Danielle and the SPPA, what's my immediate ROI from working with us? It was like, what's the mission? What's the value? What's the long game? And here we are, like, doing these big things. And how many years has it taken to get to this point? And you've stayed true to that for so long, which was absolutely amazing.
Typically, good things don't happen right away. It's usually a process. And I think that our relationship has grown over the years, and that we've really leaned on each other in different ways, and really seeing, I think, like, one of the biggest things is like, hey, let's look at all these claims and let's figure out, how do we, as a pool professional, how do you fix these so that they don't happen again? That was big. But now with all of this education and all of these other things that we're offering, it's going to be, the pool professionals, they're just going to be amazed by it. I think that I'm amazed by it. I'm so excited for it. I think that the one-stop shop is huge. Being able to have this education and also to build your business. It's hard to go to one place and get that, right? And us coming together and putting all of the members together, it's just going to make this, our industry is going to change, guys. That's what I've always here for. I'm always wanting to make the industry better. I think you guys are the same way. And just growing up, I know I hear my dad and mom talk about how things used to be. Just to see that change, it's only going to get better. This is just the start of it. And the other thing too is we listen to our members, and I know that you guys do as well, but we listen to what they want. And this is going to be the start of it. But what else are we going to offer them? It's going to be huge. I feel like people are going to be stoked.
And that's a good point that you, so 2 things. One, I agree 100%. If we look back of who we are today to what we thought we were going to be, right? And at some point we just sat down, and when we grow up, what do we want to be? Like, yeah, we just started doing podcasts. We just started doing it. And then number 2, 100%, you're dead on, which is what's been so important for us is listen to what they're asking for.
Yeah.
It's so easy in business to figure out what you need to do by just asking the right question. What do you need? How can I help you? How can we try to make you more successful? And they're just going to tell you. It's not what we thought, because there's been a lot of things that we thought we were going to be able to do, and everybody's like, yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah. Or maybe it's something, I always think maybe it's something they don't even know about, the pool industry doesn't even know about. Because I can go back to when I formed SPPA. It was because there was a policy I was looking at, and there was holes in it, and I didn't like it, and I did not want to support the pool professionals with this policy. I wanted something better. And I think that's what we're doing with Pool Nation and SPPA. We're making it something better, filling holes, making it better for the pool professional.
One of the core missions for us for 2026, and as we roll with this program, is at the end of the year, we want to look at it and we say, gosh, how many members were we able to touch? How many members were we able to help? That kind of came out wrong. I should have said that. Like, touch the members. Like, we don't want to touch you guys. But from the business standpoint, that was a John thing, by the way. John does that all the time. John, where are you? But really the core of it is in 2026, what we really want to see is those aha moments of, we are going to teach you how to look at your financials. You are going to learn what your true cost of service is. You're going to have that life-changing moment where you're going to be able to just look at that and know, this is how I need to change my business fundamentally to be able to succeed. But then also being able to combine our members to bring them better perks and rebates and bring more money back into their pockets. That's really going to be a lot of our focus for 2026. And I'm really excited about it.
Me too. I think all the pool professionals are going to be extremely excited about it too when it starts unrolling. Absolutely.
Zac, I think we should take a break from our sponsors. Man, I'm screwing this up.
More coffee.
Let's not touch our customers, right? And let's not,
It's backwards day.
It's backwards day. It's because it's a Thursday. So my thoughts aren't all the way through Friday. They stop at Thursday. So I was going to say, we got to come up with a name for him, see? Because I'm struggling.
Diving Devon.
See, that has a little bit to it. Diving Devon. So Diving Devon. Let's take a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. He'll be diving.
Hey, you pool pros. This is the year you change your pool business forever. Join us for a fully immersive conference that not only teaches you water chemistry and the hands-on day-to-day of a highly successful pool business, but how to make the most of your business and make money. Pricing, profit, cash flow, leadership. It's happening October 24th and 25th at the PSP Expo in Las Vegas. We've designed a powerful 2-day business track to help you build a smarter, more profitable company. Day 1, financials. Learn how to shift from technician to owner. Day 2, get expert knowledge about people and performance. From hiring and training to time management and accountability, we'll help you lead a team that drives results. Build a business you love.
Hey guys, let's be clear. These aren't just lectures. We're not here to hit you with a bunch of theory and then send you on your way home. We're diving into what your numbers are actually telling you about your business and how to build a team that takes the stress off your plate and makes your business more profitable. Visit poolspotpatio.com or poolnation.com.
That's poolnation.com. We'll see you in Las Vegas. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. U.S. Motors Neptune Variable Speed Motor provides a versatile replacement solution for all your pool pump motor needs. This motor can communicate with pool control systems, provide low voltage options to work with time clocks, and can be installed as a standalone pump motor. The Neptune motor can be easily installed on existing pumps, upgrading them to a variable speed pump without the need for replumbing. Enjoy energy savings and quiet operation by installing a Neptune Variable Speed Motor today. For more information and to find your local distributor, visit usmotors.com/pool. Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day. Aquastar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed, open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable. And these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with the pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleaners faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC. The next evolution in lighting is here. Universal Color Logic 2.0 from Hayward. The latest in pool and spa lighting was designed with you in mind, making installation a breeze. Upgrades include a detachable cord and first-of-a-kind adjustable lower catch to overcome variations in plaster thickness. As always, Universal Color Logic lights retrofit into virtually any in-ground pool or spa while delivering industry-leading, vibrant color. Visit Hayward.com to discover more.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. We are talking to Danielle Barr. We are talking about the Pool Nation and the SPPA strategic partnership that we have brought all of our members together to give them some new tools, give them some new programs, all that fun stuff. I do need to give a couple shout outs here. So first of all, Michael in Aquastar, which was so freaking cool. He's watching from the studio, and I'm going to try to play this here and point it at the camera and see if people could see it. But their studio is like legit, like it's really legit. And I'm not sure people are going to be able to see that too. Does it go sideways?
Dang.
Yeah, there you go. But that is just an absolutely amazing studio, Danielle. We're going to have to take you up there because look at how big that screen is.
Wow.
Giant Edgar.
How does my Botox look?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at my forehead. I'm kind of like, I went to go get a little haircut, and the lady's like, I'm going to cut your hair over here because you're going balding right here.
Oh my
I'm like,
God,
oh,
that's
thanks.
nice.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. So it's like the stress level of it, Zach, which, you know,
I've
my
been
pain.
balding since I was like 16
I was gonna say,
years old.
I was going to call him a little baby, but he didn't got no hair, right? So we're talking about that. So big shout outs to Michael Krause. And then let me come back over here so I don't miss out on some of these people. Avery Custom Pools, what's going on? Poolside with Brian, which, by the way, just kind of left us hanging because he should have bought us lunch,
Yes.
right? He should have bought us lunch. Brian, are you in town or are you out of town? Hey, Golden State Pools, big shout out to you. Johanna is going, yay, thank you. You guys are great, always pushing the envelope. Maria, that's important. We appreciate it. That's amazing. To Mr. David Jones, I got your email. I'm going to send you a reply tomorrow on that. And of course, leave it to Brian, right? Leave it to Brian. You know he's going to open his mouth and every opportunity he gets. So he just replies to me and says, touch me.
Wait, what Brian is this?
Brian Croissant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I went out to
Brian.
dinner with him last night.
You went to dinner with him last night?
Yeah, I took him, or he took me on a date. I was trying to take him on a date,
You know what, Brian?
but he took me on a date.
Yeah.
So nice of him.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He really is a nice guy. I didn't know that he was in town because, man, he's like flying.
Wait,
like,
Aquastar
all-
Brian.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
He's like all
Yes.
over the place.
I don't even know his last name. I went on a date with him, okay?
So,
I've known him for 12 years. That's your last
Brian,
name?
Brian Croissant. And by the way, every day is his birthday. So happy birthday, Brian.
Happy birthday.
He's about 700,064 years old. So he goes, I take it the important people to dinner. Right, Danielle?
That's right.
Wow. He doesn't invite me to dinner, right?
Yeah.
Right? Man. Hey, big shout out to Phil, OC Pool Solutions. Big shout out to you out there. So, anyways, let's continue our conversation. Oh, wait, one more thing. Lindsay, this is great news. Lindsay, you have no idea how excited me, Zach, and John are that you're coming up to the Pool Nation Awards, because we haven't seen you in a couple of years, and we were just talking about it. We're just talking about your success. We're just talking about your story. You got 6 employees now. We are really excited to be able to see you. To our friend Jeanette Horn. Hello.
Hey, Jeanette.
Good evening, Jeanette. So Jeanette, she's probably been working, so I'm not going to push my envelope with Jeanette because we love Jeanette. But Jeanette, we got some fun stuff coming up. We've got some partnerships here with the SPPA. I'll call you on the way home and I'll share with you. Todd Booth is saying it's nice to see and hear how things are changing from when I started 35 years ago. Only if I could have had all this access back then. I love it. But by the way, Brian Croissant just texted me and he goes, breakfast tomorrow? Dude, like really? Like sloppy seconds? Like really, dude? Like now you're going to be like, I'll take you to breakfast tomorrow morning. But hey, I get it. I would have gone to dinner with Danielle and then called you for breakfast the next day. So anyways, so let's talk a little bit about what's next, Zach. We've talked about the new platform that we're rolling out. We've talked about the promos. We've talked about the education fund. We've talked about the 5 core areas of business that we want to focus on. But there's definitely some big things that we want to talk about that we're going to be rolling out. And we're able to tie it all into everything that we're doing with the software program and all those kind of things. And in 2026, the beginning of 2026, we are going to be launching 3 new programs inside of this. And the first one is that Pool Nation is going to be doing some Pool Nation water chemistry certification programs. And for the first time, pool pros, right, will have a structured certification built for them, right? And so it's going to be really that practical step-by-steps, and it's going to give them the confidence to be able to do that. The biggest thing is how we did it and with the accessibility that everybody in this membership group is going to be able to have access to it. And Pool Pros will be able to sign up. There's going to be different levels. There's going to be some that they'll be taking videos. There's some that are going to have ebooks with quizzes that they're going to need to be able to take. Eventually, we're going to also do these some live in person, right? So we have access for everybody to get certified. I think one of the most powerful things, and this was you pushing on how we could do it better and how we could trickle it down, right, was being able to build it into the platform so where your members can go in, they can sign up, they have employees, they can sign up their own employees, and then these employees are able to go through that certification process in order to get certified.
For sure, because I always see it's hard for a lot of people can hire employees, but the education part of it, that means obviously they're going to take them out in the field and they're going to teach them what to do, but there's also the education aspect of it where the pool chemistry is huge. One of the main claims that we see is because of over-chemicalization or issues with the pool water causing stains on the pool. And a lot of these are the employees doing it. So to have that education for them at their fingertips is going to be huge. Instead of, hey, at the next pool and spa show, we're going to take this. It's going to be right there at their fingertips.
Yeah, and the beauty is, you can have 3 employees and 1 quit and a new one comes in. It's at their fingertips. They're like, hey, Zach, for your employees to just be able to go, hey, now everybody's going to get certified in this water chemistry program that Pool Nation has. And you're going to be able to sit them in front of the computer and go into the LMS and go, okay, here's track 1 that you're going to do. Within 30 days or whatever it is, you are going to get certified on all those.
Yeah, that's creating access, right? Like I talked about earlier, and this is something that we personally experienced through the years, is it's hard to think about taking the team away, sending them on a trip, the costs associated with travel and room and things like that, and having a tool that employers can use to kind of leverage that to educate their team is extremely powerful.
Yeah, Todd is over here. Big moves. Congratulations to the both of you. Big shout out to you, Mr. Todd Pieri. And continued focus on the pool pros will make us all better. And there's always one thing, and I joke around with the little birds on the shoulders. And I always remember of Todd sitting on my shoulder because Todd's very passionate about helping the pool pros. And there's been many times that I'm like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And he goes, don't lose focus. don't lose focus on the pool pros. Don't lose focus. And so I'm always reminded every time I talk to Todd, and I agree with you 100%, Todd, we can't lose focus on the pool pros in order to be able to get the industry to move forward.
And I hope the pool professionals feel this. We've got you. That's what I feel like. We've got you. We're going to take care of you. It's a feeling, right? Go back to the family feeling. I want them to feel appreciated, and that also we're going to have all this stuff at their fingertips.
Absolutely.
Hey, a big shout out to Mr. JJ Flawless. Obviously, poor JJ Flawless was out doing work today. He came out 2 weeks in a row, and then obviously this one was for Thursday, so he couldn't come out. He was a little bit stressed because I had said 5 o'clock, so he thought it was 5 his time.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, no, I'm like 5 Texas time, so it's like 3 o'clock his time. And he's like, I'm like, you're killing me, bro. But John, we are definitely missing you here today. I know you were really passionate about this topic. Shoot, we spent yesterday, I kid you not, we talked probably like 15 times yesterday kind of talking through this. And then this morning early, he started calling me and he's like, here's what we need to cover and here's what we need to do. And right now he's sending us a message going LFG. Let's effing go, baby.
Yeah.
So
the next thing I want to talk about, we touched on this in the beginning, but is the quarterly business mastermind groups, because this is something that for me is super exciting. This is kind of where my passion lies. And these are going to be more of like a mastermind style session that will go on each quarter. And we will tackle a major business challenge each quarter, such as like pricing, time management. That's a big one that a lot of people don't think about, is like, how can you get more out of the time you have? And that's a whole nother segment, but scaling and a lot of things like that. And after each meeting, members will leave with a 1-page action plan that they can, again, take and start applying immediately in their business and actually seeing true results from it and start putting those things into practice and starting to succeed. And the first one in January is going to be turning pools into profits, how to build a business, not just a route. And this is also very exciting, is that for the first year, SPPA members are going to get in free.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be really fun. And Danielle, we were talking about it because I think one of the things that you were talking about is like, what kind of forum can we create where anybody can talk about business, where anybody can go, where anybody can have the network? And, I think the mastermind groups are a perfect example of being able to have a topic that you could talk about, but also having a place where you can go. And it doesn't matter if it's numbers, it doesn't matter if it's chemistry, it doesn't matter if it's repairs, whatever it is, but kind of have this platform where you can go jump on that platform and there could be whatever 50, 100, 2,000 member, whatever it is on there, and you can say, hey, I'm having this problem, how would you do it? And I think the most valuable thing out of it is I can ask a question and Danielle will give me one answer and Zac will give me a different answer, and I could be like, oh, I could take something from both of those and put that together for what I need. Because in business, we know it's not always 1 + 1. Every situation is different. And I think these mastermind groups are going to be huge for a lot of these business owners to be able to come and talk about all the aspects of business and have every person there imaginable that has experience in all those different topics that's going to be able to answer.
Yeah. I think it's going to help everyone become really successful. I think back to when sometimes I get pool professionals calling me and asking me a question. I don't know it. So honestly, I'll call you right back. And I call my dad. And I think of that. I'm like, if there was an area where people could bounce things off of each other, there's so many pool professionals that have been in this industry for 40 plus years or longer, and they have so much knowledge and they don't know, you'd have to call them or whatever. This is going to give you that knowledge base, being together and being able to talk to each other about, bounce stuff off of each other.
Peer-to-peer learning is just one of the most powerful ways of learning. And we see it all the time when we go and do classes at the shows and stuff. And that's one thing that excites us, is when we're in a class and we're talking about something and then a conversation starts, right? And then you've got all these kind of different perspectives or commentary around it that comes in. Or at the booth, how many things have we seen get solved between people from across the country when they're sharing ideas or talking about, this is how I handle this or whatever. So
to me, that was one of the things that early on I saw, and I'll never forget. So we're talking about Lindsey Brown, which is in Florida, and then we were talking about Kelly and Bobby, and we were at the Dallas show. We were over, and people were doing the bull riding thing, and we're all sitting out there chanting and screaming. And I remember Kelly and Lindsey So one's in Florida, one's in California, two complete other sides of the U.S. And they were talking about vacation rentals. How do you solve this and how do you solve that? And I remember Kelly doing, okay, well, what we do with our customers is this and this. And she's like, oh my God, I never thought about that. Yeah, we can implement that. And I remember sitting there going, man, I did 86 vacation rentals. That's gold. I never even came up with that idea. How come I didn't come up with that idea? And it was something simple of, how do you handle when you want to go on vacation and you have vacation rentals? You have to service them all the time. I think it was one of them. It might have been Lindsay that said, or Kelly, but basically what they did is, here's my agreement. I don't work these weeks. If you want me to work these weeks, I have to charge you extra. And then what they did is they just partnered with somebody else, and that person went and did the pools for them. And I'm like, conversation, like literally 2 minutes and solved one of the biggest problems. And I was just kind of kicking myself in the butt, because with us, it was, if Pepe took the time off, then I had to go cover the vacation rentals, or the other way around. And just, that was a moment that I said, this is one of the powerful things about networking and coming together and being with everybody. Hey, Mr. Terry Arco, two of the best in the industry joining forces. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Mr. Terry Arco out there. Let's see here. Let's come back. So one of the other things that we are going to do with regards to this education, so you are going to have the standard education and the boot camps and the video and all that. One of the things that was you, Danielle, that you wanted to bring to the table a little bit and challenge us a little bit on the education. And that was really what we called mini courses, but they're really not mini courses. I think your idea of the track was, I would like to see education where it's specific. And when I call it a mini track, if you pick one topic, you're going to do, whether it's 3 classes or 5 classes on that one topic, right? Not just that one class, you talked about financials and that was it. But how do you continue to do what you guys do, building on top of every class and kind of creating these little mini courses so people could do really a deep dive? The person that just wants to watch one, fine, they can watch one. But
like
if somebody,
a la carte, right?
Yeah. That was, I think, a lot of where we went back and we looked at it and we said, man, that makes a lot of sense, right? So if we talk about profitability, man, there's 5 different trainings that I can think of that are just about profitability, nothing else. They don't have to do with a profit and loss statement. They don't have to do with markup type thing. What do you charge for this? But what is specifically profitability in simple terms so people understand what that is? Because I think a lot of people, they take the financial class and there's cash flow and there's gross profit and there's net profit and there's all these different things that come in and cost per pool and average and all those things. But like to you, it was like, no, if we're going to talk about profit, let's just talk just about profit and what that is and how we drive that. You know, it really kind of made us come back and say, oh my God, we do need to create a different style of education that's driven on that mini course base. And it could be anything. It could be chemistry. It could be financials. It could be hiring, like one of the things that you talked about, which was, you know, a lot of times there's one class on how to hire, but there's not, it's always more than one class to be able to be really good at it. I'm loving that part of it.
Yeah, because a lot of times we learn something, but then what's the follow-up to that? Like, how do we pursue that farther? And so there's the opportunity, right? You want to dig deeper, you want to go down this path farther, like now there's an opportunity to continue with that.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Me too.
And then there's a lot of things that we could do and added to that, right? One of the things that Doreen, bless her heart, the last couple months, I think she's been in here in studio, right? Devon, she's been in here about 1,000 times just shooting content. She's been creating a lot of what's in the... Michael's laughing in the background. Right, Michael? How many times has she been here? She's been here like 1,000 times. She just came back to me and she's like, hey, I booked 2 more days. I hope that's okay. I'm like, book all the days that you need to book, and the ones that you don't, let me know, because I need to get...
Hopefully she'll have tires left when she leaves.
Right?
We walked in today and there's a couple cars out there without tires.
Without the tires. There you go. So yeah, let's talk about that. Hopefully they don't get into the back of my truck. Forget about the tires.
Oh my goodness.
Forget about the tires.
I would crash.
We can walk out. My truck can have no 4 tires and no worries as long as we pop that thing down and the suitcases are there.
My beautiful suitcase.
No one wants your tires, Edgar.
Nobody wants my tires. Is that just because it's a Ford?
You just have boring tires.
I have boring tires.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I don't know if you've noticed, but my front tires, when I went to go change it, I have driven them a little bit too long.
Uh-oh.
And I knew that I needed to go change them, but I just was so busy that I didn't. Then I went and the guy was like, yeah, you're going to need 2 new front tires. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to San Antonio, so I'm going to run those bad boys for good. You know, I'm really going to ruin them before I kind of come and get 2 tires. So
You're safe.
yeah, it still has plenty, but anyways. So yeah, really excited, Zac, about those mini courses.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Which, by the way, people are over here still talking about the naked and afraid. I think that's probably scarring a lot of people. Us talking
that's
about
what
it.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think.
Scarring me a little bit.
What do you think, Danielle? Should we play it on? You know what we should do is we should do a pay-per-view. Zac Nicholas, naked and afraid.
Oh my God.
You know what? Todd was here in studio, and what we talked about was doing like a skimmer lid with the Aquastar kind of.
Oh my goodness.
And doing a little. You know how they do the little palm trees and they hide their junk and stuff like that. They were talking about doing it with skimmer lids with
Oh my God.
I'm glad I missed that conversation.
I thought the crazy thing was you were in the middle of like a deep forest and you showed us that picture of that plaque. It was like carved in on the side of a tree from 1978.
Yeah.
What did it say?
It said,
Yeah, we found a sign. We were just in the middle of the woods, and there's an old wooden sign. It was like engraved, and it said, "Here under the blue sky, an old trapper lies. His name we know not. With this sign he's not forgot." And then it was dated 1978.
oh, how many times have we read that? You just like,
Oh, I've read it a few times.
oh, wow. You like just pulled that out. I was like, a sign? Wow.
Was it creepy reading the sign?
That was cool. I like history and stuff, and there was a lot of like old time people trapped in there. A lot of history around like the early 1900s and the Depression. There's old cabin sites where people had no money, so they went there to mine. You can see like remnants of them mining.
How cool. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Were you stepping on them?
I moved to the side once I read the sign because I was a little like, oh, I don't know what's going on here. So
Do you think he died like sitting on the tree trunk like this? Like
I have no.
Maybe he just ran out of gas.
Like
and
Jeremiah
just kinda-
Johnson or something.
or a little heart attack and fell, or maybe a bear ate him.
Oh my goodness.
Out there's endless amounts of things that could have happened back in.
Sounds like it could be haunted. I'd be so scared.
Maybe Bigfoot took him.
It could have been Bigfoot.
Could have been Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Zac was all bummed because he talked to this old mountain guy and he was ready to listen to some really cool stories about what he's seen throughout the years and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, yeah, what did he see? A lot of Wolverines.
Yeah.
Oh.
and he's like, that's it? No Bigfoot? No, nothing? No UFOs? No, nothing? So Zac came back all worried.
Bummer.
Knowing how I know you, I would have come up with some great stories about how many people had died within the area and,
Alien
like
abductions.
like all of it, aliens and murders, and it's all been happening. And 6 guys disappeared within the last 2 weeks, and everybody's keeping it quiet in all these campsites. That's why I'm walking around to check on everybody.
Your poor kids. Did they ever go camping with you? I'm like, I'm scared sitting here.
I don't know if Edgar's ever been camping.
Oh my God.
I've been camping in Puerto Rico, but does that really
doesn't
count?
count.
That's not camping, right?
That's called a vacation.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's see here. Are you doing a mini series? Yes, those are all going to be the mini courses that we do for everybody. And I think one of the things that we've not talked about is all the members are going to have access to the boot camps,
Yeah.
the conference, really all the tools and all the frameworks that we have.
We're
And
giving it to you, members.
we have some cool stuff. Should I talk about? No, I shouldn't talk about what we're doing next year, huh?
Don't know.
No, not yet. No. See how they never let me talk about the stuff? You know what they are, but they won't let me talk about them.
He's just bursting at the seams
I
to go.
Oh my
am.
goodness.
I'm ready to spill the tea. Like, if we're going to spill it, let's just spill it all out. So we have some really cool stuff lined up for next year's with some of our visionary partners. So stay tuned because you're going to have access to a lot more kind of education.
And I kind of want to touch back on what you were just saying, and that's what really makes this program a really big deal and a really kind of unbeatable, because this isn't just about members getting access to a platform. It's more about them getting plugged into an entire ecosystem. And the way I would dub it, that we always talk about, is a nation of pool pros. That's been our thing since the beginning. And creating that community and that nation of pros And by doing that and by coming together and educating ourselves and really raising that bar, that's where the next generation of the pool industry comes from.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 100%. So let's talk a little bit about the roadmap. So we are now here within the next couple of weeks going to roll out the program. So all the SPPA members will get emails. They'll get messages with regards to the program because it'll be a very easy process for them to sign up and be part of all this, as well as all of the Pool Nation members. You're going to be able to do that. And then we're going to start those quarterly mastermind group meetings in January. And then in February, we're going to be setting that up as well. So I think I'm excited a little bit about those first two, because that first one, we're going to drive the financial thing, right? The financial side of it. And then really that next one, which will be April, will really be this, which Doreen will do. It's this 1-page, roadmap, right? Because I think one of the things that's challenging for pool pros, and we've seen it this year, right? We have a mastermind group, and summer was just impossible, right? Like we wanted to do meetings, and a lot of the pool pros were like, look, man, I don't have time. I had one of them joking around with me. He's, Edgar, the only time I have for you right now is for when I die. So reach out to me like that, right?
Wow.
And he was really busy. Like he was like, dude, it's been completely crazy. And so we do have our next Matrix group, which is going to be next Saturday. We are going to be introducing one of the tools that we'll be using. So we will be introducing that financial tool. We've incorporated AI into this thing. Coolest thing ever. But I think I'm excited about those first two mastermind groups because it'll be setting that path of really what we want to push for 2026.
I think it'll be a great year.
It's going to be a great year.
Yeah.
But what we're looking for is we're really looking to drive home that success and being able to have people, as many as they can, figure out what that profitability is and know how to change their business.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the feedback to hear what pool professionals have to say about it and how it's helping them and helping their business succeed.
Yeah, and one of the things I'm going to tell everybody, and we do this all the time, do not be afraid to give us feedback.
Of course.
Right? One of the things that we talk about, and I talk about it all the time, is don't tell me what I did. Just come and tell me what I need to do better. Then I know where my focus needs to be. With these programs, as we put them together and we roll them out there, say, hey, this one's good. Hey, this is garbage. We need to change this. Maybe have you thought about doing this or doing that?
Yeah.
Most of our best ideas have come from pool pros going, hey, you should do this and you should do that. We're like, how come we didn't think about that?
And I want to ask you, Danielle, because you talked about like this kind of kicking off and being the beginning. When you look ahead a couple years from now, how do you see SPPA members growing because of this program?
I think that we already grow by hundreds every month. We get about 100, 120 new members. I can just see it. It's going to fuel that fire. I think that people not only want to be part of something, but they want to be part of something big, all while reaping the benefits. I can just see this being really big, and we're giving the pool industry what they want. So I'm so excited to see the future in this. I think it's something that I've had a passion for years, and it's bubbling, and here we are. We've done it together, and we're going to watch this grow, and I'm excited to hear back from the pool professionals, see what you guys want, and see it even flourish even more. So I'm so thankful that we were able to just grow together.
Absolutely. Love that.
Yeah.
Grow together for the benefit of the industry, really. Let's elevate this industry. It's getting elevated. We're growing. We're helping each other out. We're seeing a big difference. I don't know if anyone else has seen this, but doing this for just being part of the industry my whole entire life, just the changes that I've seen in the last 10 years, big changes.
Sometimes it's difficult to see, right? Because you're in the trenches all the time. We talk about it all the time and we say, is it really change or is it just our bubble that we see, right? We do hear people that are successful and they make changes. And yes, it's been great. But sometimes when you're just kind of in the trenches, just focusing on trying to put this education together and help pool pros and do all that kind of stuff. It's like what we were talking about, right? You went from 0 to 4,000, but how many times during that journey did you take a step back and you go, man, I remember the beginning of it when it was just you and you're struggling and renewals, and you probably couldn't afford to have somebody yet, and you're leaving your poor husband and the kids behind to go focus on these things.
Yeah. I seriously got an office and I ate there, slept there. 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, my husband would bring me dinner at night. And it's definitely, this is going to be huge.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
It's beautiful to sit back, and you were sharing the story that you had somebody that, what was it? You were in the hospital and you had somebody quit, and you're having to do all these things. And those are the moments that we need to take a step back and go, man, we've grown. We at least have a team now.
Right. Yep. We have a great team. I'm like so thankful for Ashley and Bailey and our certificate team and everyone that we have to make SPPA amazing and give the customer service that our customers deserve, that they're not just a number. And I think that's the same thing that Pool Nation does as well. You don't feel like a number. You're talking to people on here by their first and last name, and you know them and they feel known. And that is what our industry, we need that connection.
Yeah. I have to tell you, which this was funny. So we had a whole bunch of your members that reached out that they wanted to go to the education and stuff like that. And so I made a whole bunch of calls. Like I got into the office and I'm like, I'm going to call these people and we're going to do them. And it was funny because some of them were like, oh, hey, it's Edgar with Pool Nation. Who is this? What'd you need? And I'm like, no, it's Edgar with the SPPA. Oh my God, how are you? Hey. And like their tones, like, completely changed. And I kid you not, it's a perfect example of what you guys do so well. Their tone completely changed, and it was almost like they're my friends. And I'm going to have to confess, from then on, all the calls were like, hey, this is Edgar with the SPPA and Pool Nation.
That's funny.
But every one of them was like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And then there was some people that knew me, obviously, but not everybody's going to know me. But that's just a testament to what you guys have done with great customer service and people knowing who you are. So I was joking around. I was telling Danielle that what I'm going to have to do is, because we have a phone that says Pool Nation. So when you call people, it says Pool Nation. I said, I'm going to have to get one and put SPPA on it so that when we call, it says SPPA, and they're like, oh, yeah, let me answer the phone, right? Because we won't talk about the ones that didn't answer in our industry.
That's so funny. Brings up a funny fact is that I put my husband on my cell phone plan, and he calls people and they're like, who's Swimming Pool Pro? He's like, no.
Oh, funny. Hey, MLS 2686. Wow, looks like a talk show now. Hey, but does it look like a Jerry Springer talk show, or does it talk like a good talk show, right? And then the other one, he goes, not me, it's just me. No kids, no wife, no husband, just out there in the heat. No, we'll get you, brother. So hope you're doing out there. Hey, SCP, NPT, San Jose, big shout out to you out there. Kike, what's going on? Poolside Pool Service joined. Big shout out. Americo, what's going on? Jeanette, Texas Kid. Sorry. Revved Up Pools, what's going on, brother? Big shout out to you. Going to see you out here, Dawn, in a couple weeks. It's coming around the corner. And Terry, big shout out to you out there. So a couple of things. We come back to obviously all these things that we're putting together, and I'm really excited to talk about those. Let's do this. Let's take our final word from our sponsors. See, I got it right, Zac. And then when we come back, I want to talk one more point before I get your final thoughts. And then you know what? Curveball, we'll have Danielle throw in some final thoughts.
Oh.
Yeah? So now you got to think on break your final thoughts.
Oh my gosh, I'm so scared.
Thoughts are going to be.
My flight's leaving. Go. Final thought.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
Say goodbye to slideshows and lectures, and hello to hands-on learning at this year's Pool Nation Conference. Real tools,
real techniques, real experience.
Join us October 24th and 25th at the PSP Expo in Las Vegas, baby. For 2 days of interactive sessions for real-world application. From equipment demos to workflow walkthroughs, we'll go beyond the basics so you can see it, touch it, do it. Master best practices with live demonstrations and practice using the tools and tech that power today's pool industry. Whether you're new to the trade or leveling up your skills, this is your chance to learn by doing, not just listening. Become an expert in business too, from technician to owner. This is the year you create a business you love in the pool industry.
Hey guys, these aren't lectures. They're real tools that you can take home and start using right away. From what your metrics are really telling you about your business to building a team that makes your life easier and your business more profitable. Register now for the Pool Nation Conference at the PSP Expo in Las Vegas. Visit poolspapatio.com or poolnation.com.
Head to poolnation.com to register now. We'll see you in Las Vegas, Pool Pro. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. U.S. Motors Neptune Variable Speed Motor provides a versatile replacement solution for all your pool pump motor needs. This motor can communicate with pool control systems, provide low voltage options to work with time clocks, and can be installed as a standalone pump motor. The Neptune motor can be easily installed on existing pumps, upgrading them to a variable speed pump without the need for replumbing. Enjoy energy savings and quiet operation by installing a Neptune Variable Speed Motor today. For more information and to find your local distributor, visit usmotors.com/pool. Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Aquastar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed, open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable. And these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with the pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleaners faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC. The next evolution in lighting is here. Universal Color Logic 2.0 from Hayward. The latest in pool and spa lighting was designed with you in mind, making installation a breeze. Upgrades include a detachable cord and first-of-a-kind adjustable lower catch to overcome variations in plaster thickness. As always, Universal Color Logic lights retrofit into virtually any in-ground pool or spa while delivering industry-leading, vibrant color. Visit Hayward.com to discover more.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. We are with Danielle Barr, the owner, CEO, boss lady. What else other title can we throw out her way, Zach?
Boss.
Boss. The boss.
BAWS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one of those. Aubrey has one of those in the office every day behind her desk sitting there.
Because she's the boss.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Not you.
Yeah.
Not you. She is the owner, CEO, boss of the SPPA. We're talking about our partnership together, a strategic partnership, bringing all of our team members together and really doing a big focus on all aspects of education and, you know, kind of helping pool pros. It's really excited, Danielle, to look back at our journey. And I still remember our first phone calls that we did when we first started to know each other and meet each other, and just how our relationship has grown so organically. You've been growing, we've been growing. You've had the same visions that we have, right? You have the same level of love for your pool pros, right? The same way that we have a love for our pool pros, because let's call it, that's what it is, right? Yeah. We love these people. We want to make sure that they are successful. That's what brings us joy, And I'm really excited for this next chapter for Pool Nation. I'm excited for the SPPA to be able to, like you were saying, like truly make a difference, right? Like really being able to help these people and make a difference in their lives. And that's going to come in a lot of different forms, right? And some of it's going to be education. Some of it is, hey, we're going to be able to do rebates and programs together for them to give them money back. We're going to be able to, do certifications. We're going to be able to do all these different things for everybody out there. So I want to take a second to thank you for your friendship, to thank you for your partnership. I want to thank you for caring for your pool pros the way that you do, because there's one thing that we've learned across our journey, and that is that our partners have to align with us in order for us to be able to do business, in order for us to be able to accomplish everything that we want to accomplish for the pool pros. Our visionary partners have to align with us. And we are tough on our visionary sponsors, right? Sometimes I joke around with the guys and, man, they're going to look at me and they'll be like, but like they have to believe in everything. Look, we have Chris Galvan, we've got Pool Brain, right? Those are men-owned company, and we tell them, you need to support everything that we do, and you need to sponsor the women's event, right? They've got nothing to gain from that. That's not even their target audience, right? But for us, it was like, if you're going to partner with us, you have to believe in the entire vision. You have to support the women. You have to support the boot camps. You have to support the awards. You have to support all these different things. But at the end of the day, it's about, do our visions align? Because when our visions align, it's very easy to do business together, because I have no fear whatsoever in you going out and saying, hey, we partner with Pool Nation and here's what we do. And I'm never going to be afraid of Danielle and the SPPA not aligning or putting the Pool Nation brand in a bad light, any of that. And when visions align, that's what happens. The same way that we protect all of our visionary sponsors to the last little extreme, right? We want to represent them. We want to help their pool pros and help them be successful. So I want to thank you, because, our growth has been organic, but you do have a deep love for the pool pros. You've grown up with it. Your parents are in the pool industry. They've always been in the pool industry. And you do treat, we joke around a little bit, but you teach all your pool pros, if they're your kids, if they're your babies, and you have to protect them. And we love that about you.
Thank you.
And I will add that Pool Brain was like done and jumping in such a huge way with the coasters and all of that. They were all in.
By the way, that was all their idea. They called
cool.
me and they said, hey, and they were like Kevin and Michaela and Suzanne, and they were all just, I'm like, this is what we need in visionary partners, that they're in it, that they're in to help, that they're going to come up with the ideas, that they want to be part of it. For God's sakes, they paid for Kelly Corden from Florida won a plane ticket, hotel, and a ticket to next year Women's Summit.
Nice.
So they came over and they're like, hey, Edgar. And they were so gracious. We don't want to take the spotlight away from you, from Pool Nation and all that, but can we give away? First, they gave away, 8 tickets for next year. And then they came to us and said, we feel like we're not doing enough. We want to do more. Can we just one fully paid? And we're like, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Mr. Zacharias, got some final thoughts for me?
I do. I mean, I'm just going to piggyback on what you were saying. And I think it's very clear at this point what our mission is and what our passion is around it. And I know for several years in the beginning, a lot of people were, what are you all about? We don't fully understand. But I think at this point, it's clear. And that's to help pool pros find financial success and grow businesses. Like when we say financial success, we don't mean you have the biggest company in the world and making $100 million a year and all this stuff. We mean that you have business that truly provides for you, because there is a big difference from just having a business and having a business that you enjoy, that you love, that you get a lot back out of it. And I think the way that we do this is through education, but not only education, also community and the nation of pool pros. And community is such a big part of that. And we've talked a lot about that tonight, and for very obvious reasons. And like Edgar said, we have a rule, and that is anyone we partner with must align with us in our values and our beliefs, and they must truly buy into it, not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. And I'll say, Danielle, you and the SPPA, you've had that passion, you've had that alignment since day one. And so this is very exciting for us to be able to come here tonight and talk about this partnership. And I'll just say, I hope everyone jumps into the Nation of Pool Pros with us, because we're all better together. And if you're not really certain about what that is, or haven't been to an event, or haven't just come up and said hi, I mean, we're open to that. We love that. So if you're at the show and you're walking by, just come on up and say hi. And so
Don't let the beard scare you.
Yeah, don't let the beard scare you. We're nice guys. Well, John, he can be a little scary, but other than that,
just come and get the autographs from the Naked and Afraid guy.
Yeah, perfect. Oh man,
I'm gonna Photoshop some pictures.
Oh,
and
no.
there's some people you can be like,
no.
Zach, can you sign this?
it's gonna take me years to undo that damage. But Danielle, thank you for coming out here tonight. It's not easy to get to Dallas. We're a ways away, but from the sounds of it, this is becoming your second
That
home.
is,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna go house shopping for her. You know? I'm gonna like send
great.
her. I know her style
Oh, no.
now. I know her
See?
style. I'm gonna go.
See, there he is again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the Star and kind of look at the penthouses, looking
Oh,
out
my
towards the
goodness.
Star, and just be like, I'm just saying, you come out here so often.
I like it.
You might need to, come
Turn
out
that into a little VRBO business too.
There you
Yeah.
go. I like her
Yeah.
style. I like her style. So I do have Lindsay on here, and she is saying SPPA customer service is hands down the best! ! Always quick to respond.
I love that. It actually brings tears to my eyes. I'm not going to lie. Like right now, I feel like I'm tearing up because I know you said for me to say my final thoughts, and I don't, you're saying boss, owner, all this stuff, but honestly, I don't feel like boss. I feel like I'm doing this for the pool professionals. And if you guys don't know, where I came from when I started this business, my husband owns a very successful underground pipeline business. So this I didn't have to do for money. It was more of a passion project. It was like, hey, I want to give pool professionals something better. It really came from that deep feeling that I had. And so I think people, when they meet me, they see that. And I think that just makes me, what Lindsay said, it just makes me feel like if we're offering that customer service, that we're doing something. We're doing something good. And I'm glad to hear that. But just know that we're doing this for the pool professionals, and to team up and align with Pool Nation is something that I think is going to make everyone successful. So also I'm thanking you guys too. Thank you for aligning with me, because that's hard to do. I have a lot of passion. So it's hard to do. It's family. And that's what I consider everyone in the pool industry.
Again, like we said, we joke, right? They're your babies, they're your family, they're the ones that you take care of, right? We want to thank you as well. We want to thank you for coming on. Everybody that's out there, I hope that you guys have a great weekend, even though it's Thursday, so we have to get over Friday. But hey, have a great weekend. Come back and join me and John on the next Instagram Live. We will continue to talk to some of the pool pros that are nominated for the awards. By the way, next week there will be a poll, because Aiden wants to get a tattoo, and he doesn't know if he's going to get the Pool Nation logo or if he's going to get the picture of when he won 2023 Pool Guy of the Year. He's got a picture holding the pole that says Pool Guy of the Year, and then he was drinking out of the trophy.
that gets my vote.
That gets your vote?
Yes.
So everybody's going to have to go out on the Instagram Live. They're going to have to vote. A lot of people are saying the logo.
Where's this tattoo going?
Good question. I have no idea. So
I vote for face tattoo.
I think you should do it right here on the chest,
There we
like
go.
really
Superman.
big, right? Like the Superman one, so nobody can miss it. But anyways, hope that everybody has a great weekend. Danielle, thank you so much for coming
you.
on. We're really looking forward to 2026. For everybody that is a member of the SPPA, everybody that's a member of Pool Nation, here's what's going to happen here within the next couple weeks. We are going to be sending out some emails for everybody, and what's going to happen is we're going to send you a link so that you can register, and when you register through that link, it's going to start to give you access to all the things that we have. Now, what's going to happen is there's going to be some things that are going to be rolled out one after the other. So you will have access to the platform, to some video content. We're really trying to push and wrap up those rebates and stuff like that, because I think that's going to be awesome so that people can start getting them right away. But we will send out an email. We'll send a communication out for everybody, and it'll be simple. All you have to do is click on that link. You have to register, right? It'll go to the SPPA members. It'll go to the Pool Nation members, and you guys will be able to be part of this new membership group that will give you all these benefits. So stay tuned. Have a great weekend. We're out.
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Pool Nation podcast, a member of the Pool Nation family. You can listen to us live every Friday here at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You can find us at Pool Nation or poolnationpodcast.com, on Facebook, or on Instagram at pool.nation. And to find more info about Pool Invoice, the billing software built specifically for the pool industry, go to poolinvoice.com. Before you go, this is what the pool industry has been waiting for. Poolmanuniversity.com. It's the first platform dedicated to learning the swimming pool service and repair industry. A pool service community where you can connect and find videos on business, service, water chemistry, and repairs. See you there at poolmanuniversity.com.